Hello, I'm Mike from the Devil Wears Prada at Vintage Vinyl, enjoying myself.
What's up? I'm Jeremy, Devil Wears Prada. We're at Vintage Vinyl, chilling.
What is this? 2011. Alright, there's one. My first record was, I bought it, I can't remember if it was Salt Lake City or Denver, but it was first two 7-inches by Minor Threat. I remember seeing it and being like, oh, I have to have that, I'm just going to frame it on my wall, because I didn't have any other vinyls. And then I started buying them, and I don't have any more money because I bought vinyls and all that.
Good to meet you, dude.
Do you still have them framed?
I do. I have like a wall in my apartment that's like 4 tall, 3 wide of records that I really like. And I pull the record out and put it with my other ones, but then like the sleeve.
Ooh, I actually didn't have a record player for a while, so I bought a, what was that, Thursday Envy Split?
That's your first vinyl?
Yeah, I bought it for him as a gift because I saw it and I was like, he'd like this.
I was heartbroken at the time. Andy being my friend decided to get
I tried, but he already had it.
And I already had it.
So I kept it, and it was my first.
My first vinyl was Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, and Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
That sucks compared to what Andy and I just said.
Oh yeah? How lame is the, no offense, Thursday Envy Split? Cool. I mean, it's awesome. I bought those when I was like 12. You bought that at what, 18?
All the like stuff downtown. Yeah. Going to Musically it felt like, or at least like for me, like what I do in writing my parts, like nowadays, like I don't listen to anything really that inspires me to do vocals. Like when I was, 17 years old listening to Bled, I was like, I want to do stuff like this. I like, I love what he's doing. Nowadays for me, it's so much more about more of presentation and style that would inspire me to, do this or that. Obviously, a lot of it's inspiration behind the lyrics. And I have the big guys that inspired me are the ones that were, really important for me. But otherwise, it's just like, listening to Black Flag all of last year. Like, it's not like I do that and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do Black Flag. I'm just like, no. And that's how most of my favorite bands are. It doesn't translate to Prada, but I can listen to Black Flag. The presentation of it, the expression of it, the truthful nature of it, And like to me, that's what's important as compared to like, well, I like what this vocalist did.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have one. I
see it. What else is that? Alright, I've been looking for something for a long time. For some reason, no one has it, which is absolutely stupid. Sleigh bells, dope. This vinyl actually, I have the vinyl, and it is, well obviously the album art is absolutely incredible. Machine guns, the guitars. But they did the, the insert is like, looks like a kid's like notebook, and then the gatefold is, the guy and the girl in the band as like kids.
Right.
So good. Yeah, the idea itself, the idea to do an upside down skull turning into a crown was Chris's idea. The colors and more, I don't know, the colors and the aesthetic of it was more what I was doing. But yeah, I wanted the CD album artwork to be something like an exclusive package, but not have an exclusive.
Right.
Just have a normal edition, and all of them will be like cool. So, but I was really excited about the limited edition vinyls, which we've never done to the extent that I want to do.
Right.
We did on the first 500. For me, like, the coolest part was just we did like a white border around it, like half-inch thick or whatever, and it just looks so clean. It looks, I hate to use the word, but indie, but like, you know, like a Polaroid or whatever. But to me, that was like the coolest thing, and that was like what I wanted to do with, you know, something cool for the limited edition rather than just like, oh, it's got a different colored disc,
right.
Which is still cool, and I buy all those.
Yeah.
But does 40 mean the price? First time we met Adam was on the tour, because we had never played with Killswitch before that. And yeah, we hit it off. He was super nice the whole time. You know, we'd heard things about Adam, and you know, we're nervous because we'd only worked with the same engineer every time. So we're like, you know, I know it has to be exactly perfect. Like, what if it annoys us? What if we can't meet expectations? You know, just stuff like that. And then we heard from some people. He's like, no, he bends you, but he won't. He knows where you'll break, and he won't push you to where you'll break. And it's absolutely true. So getting to work with Adam was absolutely wonderful. I wish I had every David Bowie vinyl I could ever find. Holy goodness, that photo of him, insane. But yeah, getting to work with him was perfect.
I was reading a lot. He'd say, you know, take out this breakdown, shorten this one, start the song here. Was that like nerve-wracking? Like, oh my gosh.
You know, you would think so. And with our old producer, it really would be. Like, the vinyl I'm looking for is Rain and Blood. I don't know. I love that photo. Oh, I love Slayer. Yeah, like our old producer, it would be, if he told us, you know, oh, don't like, you know, like cut this out or do this different or whatever, we would be like, no, these are our songs, we're gonna do them our way. But when we got to work with Adam, it was like, all of his suggestions were like, oh yeah, you're right, okay. And
there we go.
Done.
You saw that when you first walked in, right?
First thing that caught my eye. You could ask bands that question, they're gonna be like, oh, I hate it, I hate it. A lot of bands are gonna be like, and a lot of people are really oblivious and think that they're outside of genres, and I don't think we're like. To me, the thing was that we were always just called Screamo, and I was like, we're not trying to be Screamo. And it's not like, a lot of people don't want to be called Screamo because there's so many bad Screamo bands nowadays, and no one knows about the good Screamo bands. For me, the thing was like, we're trying to play like a metalcore. We're trying to be metalcore, and we're called Screamo. So when Roots Above came out, I was like, I'm going to tell people what I think we are. And it's not going to be because, again, that I'm trying to, like, oh, I don't like Screamo. It's just that's not what we're trying to be.
Right.
And then, so I'm like, we're a metalcore band. That's what we consider ourselves. And then, peace out, bye. See you guys. And then, coincidentally, you know, with Roots Above and the Zombie EP in particular really were more of a metalcore direction. I can understand the slight bit of confusion with like Plagues wanting to call it Screamo or whatever. But like, I'm comfortable calling us metalcore, you know. It's like, you know, all my favorite bands I could categorize them as like post-punk.
Right.
and they might hate to be categorized that, but I still think they're brilliant because they're in that, but then they do all these wonderful things and they move within the genre, you know, and that's what I would want to see of the Devil Wears Prada in a metalcore genre.
You know, we haven't done a headline tour like this in years, you know, since we did Day to Remember back in the day. So, you know, it's awesome. We've done, you know, the last US stuff we've done is Kill Switch tour. We did Back to the Roots, which was headline, but it's, you know, smaller venues.
Small
scale. You can't really bring anything in, and just real contained. And then we did Warped Tour. So, you know, that's it for the States. So we've kind of been holding up and really pushing towards this, and it's our first chance to like come out and do it big, you know, and put cool stuff on stage, and you know, bring the light show and everything, and just really, you know, it's cool on Warped Tour to be able to see people just play, but there's something about being able to create moods and atmospheres that visually go with the songs that you can do in, you know, a club environment. So it'll be cool to be able to do that again. We had talked about it, and some stuff is still a little murky. I would like to do it very much so, you know, I'd love to put a giant wall behind of LEDs and have video stuff going the whole time, but, you know,
logistically,
it just depends if it works out and this and that and stuff, but I definitely want to bring that in more, and with doing the countdown videos and that kind of stuff, I was just trying to bring a new dimension in, you know, because, you know, this is one of the rare places anymore where people care about records, you know, coming in a place like this, that's almost a dying medium to where, you know, the music's never going to die, so however we can get that out to people, you know, and use these visual mediums to show them this is a cool record, you know, buy it, figure it out, download it, whatever you're doing, you know, get it and enjoy it and come out to the show and see the song. I've always been real into, you know, just films and filmmakers and directors and stuff, and interested. And then I found out about the whole, like, you know, DSLR revolution and everything. And so I was like, this is awesome. You know, I got to get into this. So I bought a camera and just started shooting stuff, and I just liked it, you know. And then Chris is like, dude, you should do something with this. Like, this stuff's really cool. And so I was like, okay. So I just kind of filmed the guys walking around Vegas when we were there, and that everybody started to like it, so I just filmed them when we were in New York on the same tour, and it just kind of turned into a thing where I was just, you know, trying to show what life is really like for us, you know, not all the BS of, you know, oh, we're rock stars and stuff, like, you know, we don't care about that stuff. So
yeah, you're not Motley Crue.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost like a magnifying glass into what our real life is like. You know, so.